Hello, we're here today on the Chairs of Fire debate show, where we will be debating over various political issues.
Yes.
This is like drink water, right?
Yes, it's... Stop.
Alright. We gotta restart it.
That's not
okay.
fair.
Okay.
Alright.
Hello. Hello, and we're here today on the Chairs of Fire debate show.
Yes, and our guest today, Jeremy Nickel, and we're going to be interviewing him, talking about it. Alright, so Jeremy, what kinds of things, how would you classify yourself on a political scale?
Yeah, Republican, mostly.
Republican.
Yes, well, for much economic freedom.
And what kind of issues right now do you feel strongest about, have the strongest opinion, most extreme?
Crime prevention, global warming, environmental protection for that matter.
So, why don't you tell us about some of your views on one of these issues?
You okay?
Keep on.
Okay. Alright, what was the question?
I said, why don't you tell us about your ideas on some of these issues that you feel very importantly about?
Yeah, it's like when you... you know how when you swim in a pool and you get water up your nose? That's what
Anyway,
Yes.
now Jeremy's going to tell us about some issues that he feels strongly about.
Okay. My number one issue is probably crime prevention. We need to step up funding to the police forces and authorize more lethal force. We shouldn't try to, like, if we catch a criminal in like a gun standoff or something, we should just take him out with a sniper instead of risking hostages' lives or waiting to make sure he's portraying a threat.
What if you, hostages' lives, what would you do if, like, the hostages were mimes and you didn't care?
No, I'm trying to save the hostages by taking out the assassin with a sniper rifle when he comes to...
No, but that's not very easy. What if the hostages were mimes and you did not care about their lives?
Probably just bomb the whole building.
Bombed for two people. So there's two people holding hostages. You would bomb the building?
If I didn't care about anyone that wasn't, we weren't going to lose anything.
Do you know how much it costs to make a bomb?
Or a building.
Yeah.
Or, unless you really don't like mimes, you could have that as part of your objective. Killing mimes.
And if you don't like the building. Come on.
You people are weird.
I'm gonna need some more convergence.
Okay. I'm going to skip that topic.
Don't do that. Thank you for waiting.
You can't do that in the future. Have you ever seen a debate where they got more water?
No.
I don't watch many debates. I actually don't know anything about debating.
They never drink water in debates unless they're like an hour long.
Yeah,
I've never seen
they
it.
have water, but they don't drink it.
Unless
And I
it's
think
like
that should be our next topic. Now, I strongly believe that drinking water, or cranberry juice in this case, can improve a debater's capability of debating and greatly increase the correlation between the debating and the influence that it has on the thinking of modern...
I strongly believe that the cranberry juice is in the camera's field of vision, and I'm going to move it. No, I'm going to move it. You're not.
I think we were actually going to serious.
You didn't actually drink that,
We
did
do.
Alright, we know this is going to have to be cut a lot.
you? You
We're going to have to cut this a lot.
No,
This is going to be cut.
It's fine.
Okay.
I
No.
agree with water.
when I announced my candidacy,
For what?
I have for the host of the show.
Oh,
Now, when I announced my candidacy, I didn't know much about debates. However, I learned, and that's why I believe that I'm not the only one who can learn. I'm sure there are many other people. So perhaps some people can learn from their mistakes. Now, I don't know, mimes. You know how you said that you don't care about mimes and you wouldn't mind killing them. Now, if you just told that to the mimes, you wouldn't have to kill them. You could just tell them that. And then maybe they would stop being mimes. They would learn from their mistakes. This would really simplify the entire system.
I don't think that's what they would do. They wouldn't quit. They'd probably sue me.
And how would they sue you? Did you know that if a mime were to sue you, he would have to at least temporarily quit being a mime?
You
Objective completed.
lawyers.
Lawyers?
Like
And he would
John
communicate
Edwards.
with the lawyer?
What about mime lawyers?
They don't even talk to the lawyer. The lawyer comes up and says, "Hey, you were discriminated against. Let me sue you and take 3/4 of your winnings."
Wait,
And-
what do you mean let me sue you? You were
Or
discriminating.
sue him for you and pretend that you have something to do with it. You just sit there and give me an excuse to get more money from good people. That's basically how general.
Mimes can be good people.
So
Yes.
that's what you think. So
You
actually,
completely missed it. See, I say that to the mime, and then a lawyer pops up and sues me for the mime.
so you don't like, you really don't like mimes.
Are you discriminating against mimes? Are you racist?
No.
Well, what would you call it? Because mimes aren't.
But over here, I have a certain photograph of you being racist.
When was that picture taken?
What's the date? No, wait.
Check it out.
23rd. Is today June? Yeah. See, 24th of June.
Put it down! Don't. Okay, good.
Put
Um,
the papers down. You always hold them up like that. Every 5 minutes you have to throw.
C-SPAN. Have you ever watched C-SPAN?
No,
That is why you're missing a crucial part of the government.
I don't have cable.
That is why you. Why do you?
Just kidding.
Wonder.
Don't. See. Think about mimes. Don't think about me. Okay.
Are you a mime? You were a mime once.
I
weren't you?
think this is getting out of control. This is just
When was it in
your face. Okay. Next topic. Now, you said the second topic important to you is global warming.
Stop.
We will not
Stop,
discuss
stop.
Jeremy's
No,
issues
no,
on
okay,
global
I'm not
warming.
kidding. Really, stop. All right. Well, this is not working. What a surprise. Okay.
That shirt.
What?
I want that shirt.
All right. Okay. Turn off. We need to cut a lot out.
No.
Okay,
No.
Wait. Turn off. We can keep recording. Okay. This is not working. We need to kind of. We'll keep this, but we'll cut it a lot. But then, okay. Let's start again, more seriously, like to the next topic.
Serious isn't any fun.
It'll be better. You'll see.
Will you people learn how to drink out of a glass?
Okay. Here. All right.
You
we're gonna
people?
All right.
Does you people refer to my
All right,
race?
no, stop. We're not arguing right now.
too.
This is all being cut out. All right, okay. All right, we're gonna start it now. Okay. Yes, it is. Okay. Okay.
No.
When I get to 3, we're gonna start next. You're gonna say next topic.
1 second.
Okay. So the next topic, we're going to go on to global warming. It's one of Jeremy's topmost issues. Why don't you give us your stance on global warming, Jeremy?
It's not our fault. It's... What? Excuse me.
Damn it.
Wait, I thought you were joking.
No, I'm not joking.
You.
Are you actually...
Give me back my nose. Please, give me back my nose.
Okay, I'm sorry for that.
What? Is that a Russian, like, math book thing. What
Okay.
It's a geography book.
Yeah. Well, no.
You see, and this is the
Full
thing
of
with
maps.
people like
Yeah,
you. People
basically.
like you do not understand the science of
Can
geography.
you pour me some?
You can't do it.
No.
Joey,
My
Make
shirt
it
here,
is-
I brought you this waterproof coat in case you spill something on yourself again.
I'm afraid to drink. You're making me nervous.
Well, we should. That would be a great movie.
You're actually putting it on.
Alexa, this is ridiculous.
Sit down. Let the people see you. This is nationally televised.
Okay, Alexa, just go. What is this?
Sit
Put it on backwards.
Sit down.
Put it on the other way.
Like a straight jacket.
No, it's
And then
okay.
tighten.
Or just take it off.
Joey, no, no.
It gives you a reason not to wear that shirt anymore.
I'm not wearing this coat.
Okay, just. This is on.
Put this coat
Can I,
back.
can I play with the zoom buttons? What is
Wait,
T
Joey.
and W? Why are the zoom buttons T and W?
Give me something more serious for
Joey, he's playing with Zoom buttons. He's playing with Zoom buttons.
Why is in T and out W? I don't get it.
I don't know. Here. Oh. But, not all, but a lot. What's the line part on? Is this too big too?
Wait, are you playing with the Zoom buttons?
Yes.
Zoom out, zoom out.
Fine.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh.
Don't-
Oh. I still don't get why it's T and W.
Neither do I. Joey, you look great. Get on over here. And wait, look at this, look at this.
It's okay.
It's a hood.
You don't want the hood on.
Alright.
Okay,
Okay then.
Alright.
now,
Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna. Alright. Okay, unfold your napkin and put it under your shirt. Alright.
Okay.
shall we continue debating?
Yeah, I don't know. Wait till he's finished.
Continue. We start.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
fine.
let's start. But we're gonna start with the continuing verb.
Okay.
Okay, now we're gonna move on to our next topic. One of Jeremy's topmost issues: global warming.
Is this a joke?
Keep going.
Did you do that on purpose?
Clean one. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, did you?
So yes, Jeremy's other most important issue is global warming.
No,
It is-
no. We're starting that over too. Don't do that. Alright. Okay. Now we're gonna move on to our next topic. Okay, now we're gonna move on to our
Phlegm.
next. Stop it. Alright, let's
I don't-
really. Okay, let's seriously.
I had to clear
start.
my throat. I had phlegm.
Okay. Alright. Alright. So, okay, ready?
Yes.
Alright, now we're going to move on to our next topic. One of Jeremy's topmost and most extreme issues, global warming. Alright, Jeremy, why don't you present your radical view on it
It's
to us?
not that radical. Most people with common sense share it. But
Speak up.
okay.
Speak up.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, my view on global warming is it is not our fault. Thank you. And that it is a natural cycle. The heating of the Earth, it is happening, but it is a natural cycle in Earth, which we have evidence to prove that it has gone hot and cold, and we're in time for a hot period. Stop laughing at me.
Okay, alright, you know what? Alexi, don't do that. Alright, don't do that, really. Let him talk. At least that's somewhat serious. Don't make bunny ears. What was that? You can't make bunny ears. Okay. Alright, here. Okay, now we have to restart that again. Alright, okay.
I don't want to have to start again. This is boring me. Okay.
Okay, Alexi, be somewhat normal. Do not. No! None of this.
Okay.
Because you're making me laugh. Alright?
Sheesh.
It's okay.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to move on to one of our next issues, one of Jeremy's most important topics, global warming. Jeremy, why don't you present to us your somewhat radical view on it?
Okay, it's not very radical, but
Somewhat.
my view on global warming is it is not our fault. It is a natural cycle in the Earth's atmosphere, which has been proven that if you follow the trend of the temperature, or it's about time for it to get hotter again, and that we should stop spending tax dollars to stop it.
Now, Jeremy, see, the problem with your view is that it shows that you are politically naive. See, you're making a big mistake in your views on global warming, in which you are deciding that global warming is nobody's fault. So you're not going to get this to your advantage or anyone's advantage. If you could rephrase that and maybe decide, what if it was the liberals' fault? It might be more useful to you.
In your concern.
So do you think global warming could be the liberals' fault?
No.
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 Why?
It's the
You
liberals-
seem
It's the liberals'
rather
fault that we are
sissy
throwing away
to me.
money to it. Yeah, that's good enough. I don't know.
Are you saying that liberals enjoy throwing away money?
Yeah. I think we've all noticed that.
good point.
So, why don't the conservatives pick up the money that the liberals are throwing away?
It's
Isn't that their fault? Isn't that the conservatives' fault?
personally, if I see a nickel on the ground, I pick it up. I know many people say that makes me cheap. However, you know, there's an old Russian saying: "Копейка рубль бережет." Should I translate? Yeah, you're right. It says the kopeck saves the ruble, or the cent saves the dollar, or I guess you could say the 1/100th of a euro saves a euro. What do they?
What he's trying to say is
Yeah.
that those pennies add up. That if you had a bathtub of
They're not
pennies,
throwing away pennies. They are spending hundreds of millions.
Exactly. So that's even
Yeah.
more money. So you have no trouble with it
They're
ending
not
up.
putting it in a garbage can.
but he's still
So you
talking.
got,
You gotta remember, he was talking
The
about
only way for us to get that money back would be to go rob a bank. Go rob the bank where the people, where the greenies are keeping all their money.
that.
They're giving the money to idiots.
and the mimes in that bank with the customer.
Mimes don't work in banks that I've seen.
Now,
That shows your closed view of the world. Your closed-minded view.
so would you say that you supported division of the working classes based on political views? Like, we would have sectors of the city with liberal-owned businesses, sectors of the city with conservative-owned businesses, and then the current, like the president, the people in charge, the party in charge, could discriminate against one sector very easily, make their job easier,
No, I would be against that.
but that would make their job easier. And you know currently the Republicans are in charge.
Yes. But I would still be against forming people in.
Articulate.
I would be
That is
against forming or putting different groups of people with different political beliefs in different parts of the city. Although it would be funny to watch the liberal
would be
side
funny.
form a commune.
So-
It'd be funny, but I wouldn't do it.
So, I think what you're trying to say is that inside you're a very sadistic soul, but because of you, it's coupled with a kind nature, you try not to let it through.
Something like that.
Okay.
I think.
Well, why don't we go on to another topic? Why don't you pick this then?
What are your guys's? What do you have radical beliefs on?
Gizmo Bay.
Gitmo?
Gizmo.
Guantanamo Bay?
Gizmo. Gizmo. Yeah. Guantanamo, Gizmo. Same.
Gitmo.
Gizmo.
Gitmo.
Gizmo.
Gitmo. I'm gonna write it down for you. There's an apostrophe in there somewhere. I think it's here. I don't know.
You misspelled
Get
it.
more.
Gitmo.
Get more.
Gitmo.
Get more money.
Gitmo. Guantanamo.
If you have a gas station, you can consider naming it Gitmo.
Or get more
Yes,
gas.
you can.
get more gas. It's
I think that's...
Guantanamo. Let's use Guantanamo.
Anyway, now we're going to talk about Guantanamo. So,
Okay.
I'm guessing that you'd be in support of Guantanamo because that's like the expression of your nature. Because you had the sadisticness, but you're not letting it
There
through.
is-
It's in a different country. No one
There
can see
is
it.
no
It's
torture
good.
going on in Guantanamo Bay.
Of course
the,
not.
The people saying there is torture are people who were trained and taught as in their training that if they were captured to lie about these exact things, to say this, to wreak as much havoc as possible. We are trusting the prisoners, the terrorists, above the people who visit there. Almost everything of the Quran being flushed down the toilet and whatnot, those have all been proved incorrect. The people there are treated better than our own school children. They
So-
have air conditioning, they have all their religious needs met, they have better food than our average
Jefferson.
soldiers. That might be part of what they have, yes.
They have Newt of Jefferson. Like some White House guy came out and he's like,
Yes, he was trying to
He even showed the foods that they
he was
eat. He's
proving the
like,
point that they have
like,
like a 5-course
They have some
All right.
macaroni.
Well, what do you think about the
This too, cranberry juice.
What about the? So do you think the prisoners just every once in a while decided pile time, jumped in a pile, and had someone take a picture of them?
Actually, most of those pictures, like the original pictures of the torture going on, were actually found on a porn site that had been up there for a very long time. Most of these pictures are fake.
They even have
So you
borscht in
think-
Guantanamo.
We have proven almost every single picture of people
Even borscht.
that have been being faked. Excuse me? What was I've missed.
I'm just saying that Guantanamo, different foods, they even have borscht.
Okay.
Okay, so I see what's happening. So the problem is, no one's getting tortured. It's
Yeah.
not fun. So what you want
No.
is you want the torture to happen there, but you don't want the pictures to come out.
I never said that.
But you
I,
said.
I do not want torture to go on. There is no torture. I don't want there to be torture.
Let me show you the
What I
parallel.
want is for there to be no phony claims of torture,
No, no.
and for us not to shut down Gitmo.
Well, let me show you the parallels. Okay, you agreed that you were inwardly sadistic, but you did not want it to escape. So, in Guantanamo, you would have the inward torture, but it would not escape into the civilized world, right?
No.
Are you flip-flopping?
Is that a microwave?
Anyway, I just wanted to give another example of the food they have at Guantanamo. This borscht is originally a Russian-Ukrainian made food cooked out of beets, tomatoes, cabbage, which are, the most common ingredients.
Oh.
Potatoes are often added.
Why did you microwave that? You could have just shown them an empty bowl and they wouldn't have known the difference. Can I have some?
Because we do not
Later.
believe in deception. Do all Republicans believe in deception?
No.
Do all
What political
Republicans
party do you belong to? I'm just wondering.
do all Republicans believe in inward sadism?
No.
Okay.
I do not believe
So
in,
you're
I do not
saying-
have inward sadism. I said that to make you shut up. I said something like that.
So you're saying that you're not a very good Republican.
No! What?
I think he said waffling.
Why?
He's saying it.
Yes.
I'm not waffling.
Well, what are you? You said you weren't flip-flopping. Are you waffling?
I'm not flip-flopping. I'm not waffling. I am sticking to my beliefs.
Are your beliefs changing?
Why not? No, they're not. No, I'm not even going to
See, that
They're
was
not.
obvious flip-floppage.
Shut up.
He said yes and no in a 5-second interval.
We can have some. You can have some after the debate.
Anyway,
Do you want to eat it right on television during a debate? That's just idiotic.
I'm not that rude. I'm sorry.
Eating
okay.
borscht with-
Well, let's move on to the next topic. And since you're losing,
idiotic, not for me, because
Just be quiet.
Be quiet.
Move on.
since you're losing so badly, you want to wear the sombrero to give you an extra edge.
No.
Okay. Well, I guess it's your turn again to pick a topic. Oh, we just did.
I'm the guest doesn't pick a topic.
You do to this show. Chairs of Fire.
Chairs of Fire is the only show that allows you, the guest, to have more control than other shows.
Chairs of fire.
This is what
Who came up with
this is
that?
what-
You know, Chariots of Fire, Chairs of Fire. Look, it's not called only 2 of the chairs are on fire. All 3 chairs of fire. which means you got power too.
Well, actually, chairs of fire could only mean two. It's just chairs.
But there's 3 chairs.
So, two could stay on fire and one could be.
So you are for
On
deception.
cold fire.
What? No, you're for deception. You're decepting us. You're decepting the
Us.
people reading this.
Multiple person.
You are decepting all of the people reading or watching this, not reading.
Do a lot of Republicans have multiple personality disorder?
No,
I do.
you're not a Republican.
I am now.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna go to their website
No, you're
and
not.
register.
I'm a registered Greenie, PETA member, and Democrat. That does not make me one of them.
So you're not a...
I didn't register myself. Someone registered me.
Now
I'm still
I
registered.
get it. He
So it's not-
obviously doesn't have inward sadism and this stuff because he's not a Republican. He's a Democrat.
I'm not a
Republicans do have that stuff.
No, they don't. I'm a Republican. I do not have inward sadism.
Flip flop.
Flip flop, flippity flop. I've got another story for you. Oompa loompa.
What the? Okay. Please stop. Okay, let's move on to our next topic.
Something?
Uh,
How do you feel about immigrants?
As you said at my birthday party, immigrants ruined this country.
I never said that.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Yeah.
You actually did. I'm serious.
Why don't we take a
The
break
illegal
for a
ones
minute
are- Hey, no.
and
Yeah, the
go into
illegal
some...
ones.
The illegal ones are ruining the country. They should be waiting to get into this country like virtually no one else, which is sad because a lot of too many people are coming in illegally. We should tighten border control to prevent it from happening.
I actually agree with that. I mean,
Libertarian
Immigrant-
flopper.
no, I'm not completely.
Did you just call him a librarian?
Libertarian flopper. Which isn't really, I don't know. Anyway, that is my stance, that we should keep the legal immigration coming because there are a lot of good people crossing the border. But there are too many people getting in illegally.
Well, how do you... You just want bigger fences?
There are fences. We could defend them better instead of just leaving empty fences with no one guarding them. We can make it stronger.
Do you think that'd be fun? Like, you know, like that video game, you're like on the fence and there's all the people coming at you and you shoot them?
Yes, I think that would be fun. No! And don't call me a flip-flopper. I was being sarcastic. We should not... Well, if they will not go back, yes, we should shoot them before we let them into our country. First, we should warn them, tell them to go back, and if they don't, shoot them.
Do you think that America maybe made a mistake in destroying the Berlin Wall and maybe we should have moved it to protect our borders?
Let the communists have it. I mean,
No, I don't.
Well,
Destroying the Berlin Wall
wouldn't we have
is-
saved a good amount of money if we had taken the Berlin Wall,
Joey,
put it next to
I think-
Mexico?
I think the
Joey,
French
you don't
are-
realize
I think
the
the French-
Berlin
Hey, I'm
Wall
talking.
was removed by Khrushchev because he had to remove it to get more money. Because the Berlin Wall, it was made out of a lot of concrete, and concrete is expensive. He removed it and he sold it.
So,
I believe moving the thing would be more expensive than just building a new one.
Yeah, Joseph Haig.
so,
You can't build,
so Khrushchev
you
took our
can't
money?
move like a 5,000-ton wall
Khrushchev took a
all the
lot
way
of people.
across the nation.
I mean, Gorbachev.
So,
You should call me a flip-flopper, crapper.
I did just go on. There's something against my race? Are all libertarians like this? No government control.
okay, can we stop
it,
making racial slurs about
Oh,
librarians?
I see how it. What? The second
Librarians.
that I start making personal commands, then it's all bad.
Commands.
Alright.
You guys can make fun of everything and be a bunch of morons. The second that I start making fun of him for his race, it's done right then.
Anyway, as I was saying before, once
Excuse me.
Jeremy used one of his quotes, I thought we were going to take a break and examine some of his other key quotes, such as, quote, "Don't use the word subtle around me."
It's the summer. That's only in the summertime, and that is when I am.
Yeah, well, most of the campaign is in the summertime.
He
Do you
uses-
think that heat diminishes subtlety? Or do you think it's just diminishing your brain?
No. See, summer means is the summertime. I'm not in school. I don't like thinking. I
That
don't
is
like
very
people using
ironic.
Big words around me.
Very
How is it ironic? You don't think when you don't have school as much.
Pancreas.
Don't pancreas me. It's the summer.
Crocodilia.
I don't even know what that is. I think that's the crocodile biome or something.
Yes, it
Biome.
is.
I don't.
Good
Wow.
job.
Order. Stop that.
Shut up, peripheral. Okay. Oh, alright.
That's my pen.
I like that now.
So, when you're, have you ever, I remember what, I used to have a job as, you know, one of those bank people,
Tellers.
and I always wondered, what
Teller?
kind of moron would take the pen with them? So, it's
bank
Republicans,
teller?
right?
That would take the pen?
Yeah, well,
No.
you took his pen. Are you a bad Republican?
And I actually just gave it back, but
Well, do you think those
I
people
took the
ever
pen
come back?
so I could attack you with it. Okay?
See? See? You grabbed for it.
I was going to give it back to you. I was going to be polite and take it and give it back
Okay,
to you.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Well, I'm glad that we know that Republicans will not steal our pens.
No. It is probably most.
That's about 50% of the country right there. That will not steal your pens. Or other articles, just that. Pencils.
Do you think liberals steal pens?
They probably steal them just as much as conservatives. People who accidentally take the pen with them, put it in their purse if they're female.
Accidentally. When you see someone open their
There are
coat,
some
put in
bad.
the pen, and close it and run away, you think it's an
There
accident?
are some bad people who would steal the pens on all sides of the political spectrum except for Republicans.
Because I remember that when we put the chains on the pens,
Yes.
you'd think it was an accident, but then people would run away with the pen, and then when it would stop, they would be like, they would yell profanities and keep pulling. So do you think?
I saw that once.
I have never seen that.
Well, you
that's-
obviously weren't
that
in
shows
college.
your closed-minded view of the world.
What?
Good chair.
You don't like this? You don't like this topic?
No, I do not like
Pick a new
a
topic.
political debate with the topic of the pens on the little chains in the bank.
I believe it was a metaphor that we strayed away from very quickly. Anyway,
I don't
why
like
you go to-
metaphors. It's summertime.
Okay, so you think that that's a kind of. So that's a kind of, I don't understand, that's a kind of communist view. In the summertime, everyone should be on equal grounds. You're not allowed to use good campaign strategies with
No.
no metaphors, no subtlety. You're on the same ground, you have to use...
So you're a summertime communist.
No.
I see.
I'm not a communist. I'm
Well,
not even writing anything.
I'm bad at writing.
Will you learn how to drink? You Russian people not understand how to use one of these.
You know what?
Ow.
The garbage bin is not even in that direction.
Alright, stop it.
There you go again, summertime communists having other people clean up your stuff. Not... Joey, don't... Okay. Just keep debating, I guess.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
so we're going to resume our debate. We have now brought some candy onto the scene in addition to our cranberry juice and borscht.
That's just the exact kind of intense stuff you can see at Chairs of Fire.
So, do you like that? That's Russian candy. See this? This is American candy. Notice the cheap plastic, the metallic factory taste.
Wait, at least it tastes like candy.
Well, how do you know what candy tastes like? Maybe if you grew up in Russia, it would taste a bit different.
I mean, not all Russian candies, so it's just one.
It's bad enough when you stereotype the people, but now you're stereotyping the candy. What's wrong with you? Does this smiley face contrast with your inward nature of sadism?
I have no inward nature of sadism. I like that thing.
This is quite the opposite of Jeremy, see? On the outside he's happy, but inside he's full of sadistic stuff.
Actually, on the inside, that thing is full of candy.
I know, that's why I said it's the opposite.
Candy.
However, this is full of happy stuff on the inside. Happy stuff. But Jeremy isn't. I think I broke it. Never mind. Okay, moving on to the issue of
Why don't we talk about Terry Schiavo?
what honest, what can you say? The thing is that liberals still fighting to have her feeding tube removed. Or we destroy it. She will be safe.
You know what? I think she's dead. Anyway.
That's just what you think. The thing is that I believe in giving people a second chance. No, you say she's dead. I don't agree.
I don't think that was a good topic. I think we should move on.
I don't think anything's a good topic on this show.
Well, then why did you come on?
I didn't know it would be like this.
So you're not accustomed to dealing with change?
Tradition.
This is not change, this is a joke.
Tradition.
A joke?
Tradition.
Yes.
We give you cranberry juice, we give you
Well,
ethnic candy, and it's a joke?
Yes.
Well, welcome to you to our studio. We put you on live national television to help your presidential campaign.
Wait, what campaign? Oh, that campaign.
You know, I don't know. 20 years from now, 30 probably. I don't know, 25.
Yep.
And it's not Stalin. We can already guess that you're running, see?
Mm-hmm. I'll be there 20 years. Yeah, 24. I don't know.
Okay, so let's talk about the topic, which is hot right now and is on everybody's lips, and is, you could say, it's coming up any second now,
Okay.
the 2008 election. It's only 3.5 years away. That's around the corner, in geological time.
Yes, in geological time.
In geological time, the entire cooling of Earth was.
No, that's astronomical time. Even in astronomical time.
I think it's summer.
Coming of Earth was not. What?
Remember? It's summer. We can't think in the summer because we're communists.
We can't think of something.
Anyway, so about that, who do you think are the possible candidates?
Republicans, probably Condoleezza Rice, and Rudy Giuliani.
A black woman. Yeah, right. Okay.
Then for the Democrats, there will probably be Kerry. Joe Lieberman seems intent on running every year.
Al Sharpton. I'm placing my bets on Al Sharpton.
Yeah, he will run. I will give you.
Actually, Joe Biden announced his candidacy
I
already,
was gonna get to that.
for all it's worth.
The Democrats will have Lieberman and Sharpton. They always run. Wouldn't surprise me if Jesse Jackson runs. He's run a couple times.
1984 and some other thing.
Well, Nader will probably run again, but not for the Democrats.
Well,
Hopefully,
they're still angry for what he did to them in
maybe the
1865.
Libertarians will use some common sense in picking their candidate this year.
Alright, wait, stop this. This is too. Alright, stop this. Hey, by the way, do you know my friend? Danny has a friend named Charlie Nader, and he's Lebanese. And he's probably related to Ralph Nader because
Ralph
Nader's
Nader
a pretty
Ralph
big
Nader is
figure.
related to Rafiq Hariri, who was the former prime minister of Lebanon.
Oh, is
He
that
was
guy?
a-
I know that.
So
I
wait,
don't know.
and you're related to that guy? You
I'm
said?
not related to him. He's
Oh.
a family
Oh, he's-
friend.
So you're family friends with the relative of
No,
Ralph Nader?
no.
A distant
no,
relative.
keep the Ralph Nader out of this. I'm not friends with Ralph Nader. Okay, alright.
Sure.
Alright. Okay, wait, alright. Alright, this is...
Okay.
This election thing is now... Alright, why don't we talk about something else? Alright. Alright, so now we're going to talk about another topic which is pretty big right now. It's just around the corner. Flag burning. Right now, it's passed through the Congress, and only the Senate is there to stop it from becoming a real amendment.
60 members of the Senate have to vote for it in order for it to pass.
What do you think about flag burning? Do you think it should be...
And it should not be banned.
You don't think it should be banned?
No, this is.
What kind of an American are you?
It's
I mean, I don't think it should be banned either, but I'm not an American.
Personally, I have my flag
It's
saved up in the
free.
basement doused with alcohol. And the day before, they passed that amendment.
I'm
gonna
not for
burn
burning flags.
Well, no one's gonna know I burned them. I'm gonna burn them on my neighbor's lawn when they're on vacation.
Now, see, that should be illegal because that's vandalism.
Why? They won't know.
They will when they come home. And there's a
No.
big black spot on there.
It won't be a big black spot. I'll remove it. I'll put a tarp. It's called deception. That's
What's
Republican values.
Okay, they'll come home
Joey.
and there'll be a tarp randomly on their lawn. They'll go out and move it. See a big black spot. And then they'll
No,
bark.
because it's gonna burn the flag on the tarp.
Oh. What? Are you gonna leave it there? Or are you gonna... What's the point of even using your neighbor's
Okay, never
lawn?
mind this. This is not working.
The social show isn't working.
Yeah, I probably will have to go.
What do you think about flag burning?
I don't think it should be
What
banned.
about the? It shouldn't be banned because, to be honest, the thing is that the people who are against flag burning, they say that it insults the American principles, but the American principles are the ones that allow for freedom of speech, which includes flag burning. So technically, banning flag burning, in many ways, it seems like
I think like
banning what
I
you're
wish
fighting
that-
they
for.
should
I
ban the
wish
internet.
that people
from-
who were burning flags would just leave,
Yeah, they.
but they don't. I wish the people who say if the Republican gets elected, I will go to Canada, would just leave, but they won't. They keep coming back every year. You hear about the same 110 people going, if George Bush wins or Bob Dole wins or whoever the new Republican will be wins, I'm moving to Canada. And every year, when the Republican wins, you don't hear about them for a year or so. They just stay out of the news. Then they come back, and then by the next election, I'll go to Canada.
Well, I moved to Canada. I tried moving to Canada, but when I got there, there was actually less channels on Canadian television
Why did you try to move
than
to
on my non-cable television. Thanks to the government.
No, but you see, the thing is, Fox News is the only channel they would ban, because Fox News is the only channel that's not extremely liberal.
What about C-SPAN?
I actually never watched C-SPAN.
Good
The
for
thing
you.
is,
Alright, you know, this is not working.
I watch Fox News for my news, because it's a good channel.
C-SPAN provides balanced coverage of the
Alright,
government in action.
Alright, that's good. We're gonna start this. Alright.
Now that channel that always has like the Senate, like just the,
Alright, stop.
like the House, that is so boring. Who watches that?
Alright, now
I
we're gonna-
do. That is why I'm in depth on the government.
You're not in
And
depth on anything.
I'm
Alright.
in depth on your face.
Stop. Alright.
I'm in depth on your mom.
Mr. T would not like that.
Who the
Alexi will show you Mr. T's commercial.
Okay, next.
Alright, now we're gonna move on to biased news. Jeremy here likes Fox. What do you think
Fox
about it?
News. Fox is a whole different channel. Fox has 98 channels under its wing. Fox News is the good one. Fox is not good.
So you don't like Foxes?
Well, Fox is mainly local, but
Well,
it's
so from what I
relatively
understand,
liberal.
say if foxes were to go extinct, you wouldn't care.
What if
Foxes are an important.
Foxes have nothing to do with this.
I believe you
They're an
mentioned
important
foxes.
part of the ecosystem and the
I-
food chain.
I think you just
Thank you for
I-
that random comment. I agree with it.
It's not random. You just mentioned that Fox was a big thing with like 90-some species under its belt. And
Channels.
then Fox News
There
was
are
a
98
channel.
different boxes. There are different channels that are owned by Fox, which isn't an actual company. That's owned by something I don't know what. Please stop making faces at me. Fox News is good news. Fox 8, as it is in this city, Fox 8, is
Alright.
not good news.
So now we're back to news, right? Good, because that's what we started on. All right.
Yes.
So
I never
why
knew
do
the
you?
Foxes. He did. He misinterpreted me on purpose.
I think that was me. Anyway, why do you like Fox?
News.
Yes.
Because it is fair and balanced. It has some good, excuse me, has some good TV shows like The O'Reilly Factor. It has Geraldo Rivera. That makes it pretty cool.
He has a cool mustache.
Yes,
It's a huge mustache.
that's basically the only
Joey,
reason why he has
you-
any fame whatsoever.
You
is
should
the
grow a mustache like him. With your afro, it's gonna look great.
Geraldo Rivera is possibly the most mimicked newscaster for something other than his beliefs. I mean, people make fun of O'Reilly because they're jealous of him, but they make fun of Geraldo just for random reasons, and it's fun.
They're
So-
jealous of him having a red mustache.
Actually, he
I mean, wait.
put his
He doesn't.
mustache. He said that he would shave it if Michael Jackson was found guilty. He was the only person on Fox News that was.
So you like Fox News because you enjoy admiring his mustache?
That's part of it. Geraldo Rivera, his mustache, that contributes to it. There's always, The O'Reilly Factor.
But that doesn't exactly make it fair and balanced just because of his mustache. So what brought you to the fair and balanced conclusion?
By watching the shows, and I can tell that they're fair. There's representation by both sides, equal representation, I should say.
Give us an example.
On the well, okay, on the TV. I can't think of a specific example.
And that is exactly why you're wrong.
So you don't. It's okay. It's summer, you know.
Yeah,
I know you
can't
don't
think
like
of
to
the
think
summer.
in the summer.
Yeah, I just can't think of a specific example right now.
I'm sure school starts, the communism will fade off of you.
I'm not communist.
Well, you're not always.
I'm not communist now. I'm not communist ever.
You're not always communist.
I've never been a
You
communist.
switch. You're flip-flop.
I do not flip-flop. I am capitalist,
So-
always.
So how are you holding up?
I'm capitalist. I'm holding up the same as I always hold up.
Is it hard not to take the tax person?
What?
You're not John Stewart.
Repeat the question? Next, you don't. Okay. Can we move on now?
Yeah, we can move on now. Okay, Alexi, do not impersonate John Stewart. We're running out of issues. All right.
What about the private property amendment? Which is
Okay, now we're going to move on to another of America's more superficial woes, gay marriage. What do you feel about that?
Gay marriage should be legal, I think.
Why? I thought you were a Republican.
Yes,
Not that you
not
are-
all my views are conservative. I believe it. I mean, if people are gay, that's fine. That's their choice. Or that's
I
how
thought
they are.
Republicans believe in killing gay babies.
No, you don't know if a baby is gay. You can't tell if he's gay when he's a baby.
Well, see, that's where we
There are
are.
ways.
That's how we get cooperation. Because it's the liberals that want the technology and stuff. So
You can't use technology to figure out if a baby's going to be gay when he grows up.
maybe in the future we will. So I think that could bring some cooperation between conservatives and liberals.
You could use time machines. You go to the future and see if the guy
So-
turns gay, and then you go back and.
So you want cooperation?
I mean, not that I support it.
Conservatives and liberals both want the machine, so conservatives can kill the babies, and
Liberals
I
can
don't think
protest.
conservatives want to kill the babies anyway.
Only gay babies.
All right. You know, let's do the private property.
You know,
Sorry.
I have problems being honest. Only gay babies.
Alright. Okay, now we're going to move on to Alexi's previous suggestion, the private property laws. Right now, in some areas, the government can seize your property if they want to build a mall.
This was voted 5-4 in the Supreme Court a few weeks ago.
So, what do you feel about that?
For things like a mall, they should not be allowed to take it unless they only need a very small portion of the land.
What should they be able to take it for?
Building roads like they did for Som Center, where they stole people's property, but they didn't steal them. They gave them what they thought was just compensation for it, and started construction, and expanded Som and took their property, but gave them money. I believe that should be legal because if there was just one house along that entire street that did not want to do it, that would not give up his land, then the whole thing would have been useless. He couldn't do it. So I believe it's good.
It's good.
For that, for roads, things like that.
So, do you think just monetary compensation makes
What?
up for that? Just monetary compensation makes up for that.
Money.
Money,
money.
monetary,
Yes.
you know.
Monetary. It is.
As long as it was, a lot. I mean, you have to give them a decent amount of money.
And so they would just have to be relocated away from their home,
No,
friends, family.
no, you don't take their whole property. You take like 10 feet of it.
Oh, okay, good.
Then,
Or
They
something
didn't,
like
they didn't demolish the whole house. They just took 10.
Well, that's
feet
what
of
we're
the wall.
talking about. Now they can demolish your whole
Yeah,
house.
I'm against that.
You are against that.
Yes. I'm against it for building things like malls and.
So what do you call that? Now it's not. You didn't exactly flip flop because it's kind of different. Maybe just like flipped or flop. Maybe just a
Flop
flop.
flipped.
No, I did not flip flop.
Flop flip. Not flip.
I did not change my side. I just have different views for different types of it. But my views have been the same since I came on the show, so it was not flip flop.
They've been the same.
Yes. When I came in
Quoting.
here, I never said that I was for taking people's whole houses so they could build malls. I never said that. Will you put the candy down?
Okay, on to the next issue.
Alright,
And the next issue is abortion.
I think abortion should be legal if it's done.
Abortion is fun.
Excuse me, how is abortion fun?
It's like a video game.
No, it's not like a video game. I'm hoping there is not an abortion video game out there.
well, he can make video games.
No, don't make that. Don't make an abortion video game.
Would you prefer the
It's a serious matter.
Would you prefer the Border Patrol video game? The immigrants coming?
Yes, I would prefer that. Make sure it's the Mexican.
Or
Oh,
the
no,
affirmative action
the
video
games
game.
are fine too.
The people come and you have to place them in the correct groups, and like if the quotas aren't matched, you have to reject them. I mean,
No,
if they are matched.
that would not be a fun video.
Hey, why don't we go back to abortion?
Okay.
Alright, so
Yeah.
Abortion should be a woman's right, especially in rape, as long as it's done early enough in the pregnancy. For example, like before 3 months in the thing. I'm not entirely sure how a fetus develops, but when it's just a big ball of cells, it doesn't really have a soul, so it's really not murder. But because that's what the issue is, to murder soul or whatever.
well, I don't think that's very Republican of you, because I don't think you should. I think they say that you shouldn't be meddling in life.
I'm not an exact Republican, just because I have a couple of views that don't put me there. I'm still a Republican.
Do you support banning coat hangers?
No, I am pro coat hangers.
Aha! So you are for legal abortion? Illegal.
I am for legal abortion.
Illegal.
I am against.
You're for
I am-
both. You're flip-flopping. Again,
I
it's
am
impossible to talk to you.
I am against.
It's impossible to
I never flip flop. I am
It's
against.
impossible to
I am
debate against someone
I am against
who debates for
illegal
both
abortion.
sides.
I am pro legal abortion. It's completely different.
And you're pro
When you get abortion in a clinic, it's completely different than when you get an abortion in a back alley by some dude who just.
with a coat hanger.
I
And
think
you're
we're-
for coat hanger.
No, I
Yeah,
think
I'm
we're
for coat hangers hanging up coats from the closet, not for giving people
I
abortions.
think you misunderstood him.
I thought the coat hangers was another random topic just brought up by you
It's
guys.
not random.
You're idiots.
Because the
Nothing on this
Republicans,
show is random.
what the Republicans want to do is ban coat hangers from the use of individuals, like no coat hangers. So, if you,
Where are you getting this from?
what do you mean? That's what the Republicans declared. So, if you're a Republican, you got to
The
stick
part
with
of
them,
that-
right? But you're not completely like that. So, what would you do? You would still stick by their side, right? But how would you amend that? What do you think you would you like replace something, give people something else to hang their coat on, or?
Give them coat hangers. They can hang their coat on coat hangers. There's nothing wrong with coat hangers.
But
The
that's
GOP
not what-
doesn't like people like you.
I don't care.
The Republicans do
The
not.
grand old party.
What I'm saying is,
Yes.
the Republicans are currently pressing to ban coat hangers from the use of the American public. So you would stick with them, but how would you mend that? Would you try to reintroduce coat hangers under a different name?
I would not amend
Coat
it.
hangers
I would
plus.
keep it how it is now.
But then you're not sticking with the Republicans.
I'm not sticking with the Republicans on every single issue. I'm pro more civil rights.
Said pro Moore.
I
You
am,
support Michael Moore.
no. M-O-R-E.
Flip flop.
What?
Anyway, I just got to fix the camera. It's not balanced.
Oh yeah, you're cutting. What? Hey.
No, okay.
I
being
see how
cut.
it is. You're cutting me
Jack,
off.
No, it's okay.
Cutting me off.
Just like the
Okay, why don't we move on to some... We already discussed Jeremy's quotes, but what about some other quotes? How do you feel about the term, the phrase, eat a queer fetus for Jesus?
I'm greatly against that quote, mainly because the person who is quoted to have said it actually did not say it.
Who was quoted to have said it?
John McCain, I do believe, but as
He
most
did not
people
say it.
do not know, he actually said that and said John McCain said that because he was bored and thought it would be funny, and that's basically.
Just
I don't
like-
think either of us have said that. John McCain or me. We can look up on the internet. There are
Oh
pictures
yeah,
of
that's
posters.
across the internet. You've already put posters there of John McCain.
I think it's mostly radicals that say that. Not John McCain, not me. Like those people on the streets that the police officers beat up for
You're
being
the one.
communists.
You're the one who said that John McCain said it. You said
Look,
John McCain
in his
said-
movie, John
Wait,
McCain
wait,
said
stop,
burning
stop.
fetus is not
No,
petroleum.
you're not. You're telling me to
You're-
stop.
John McCain does not
You're
support
not
burning
bringing-
fetuses instead
Don't-
of petroleum.
I'm not talking to you. Hold on a second.
Don't-
No, I am talking to you.
Don't bring
Be
this
quiet.
into it.
No, but
No, no, you're not bringing my stupid flash.
Now this is really like a debate show.
You are.
We're
you
screaming
are
at each other.
No,
It's
don't
like crossfire.
You are mocking.
No,
You make up a quote
This
like
is
a
what I'm
lifestyle
not-
and go put an advertisement that says
This
John
is-
McCain
wait, wait,
wants you to eat a queer fetus with Jesus.
This is not what I'm
John
talking about.
McCain did not say
I'm
that.
not talking about my stupid Flash movie. I'm talking
I
about
am.
the real thing.
So we are.
I'm
Okay.
talking about what I'm talking about is the real radicals. All right.
Okay, I have actually never heard that been said until
Don't
you
you read
said
the
it.
Plain Dealer?
I pretended that John McCain said
No,
it.
it's it.
I just want to say one thing.
Some real
For the
group
past
said
10 seconds, we were like a real crossfire style debate show,
Don't say
screaming
that.
at each other.
Don't say that.
It's great.
it. All right, okay. Let's try that again without bringing my stupid Flash movie into this.
But.
Alright.
Fine.
All right, so now let's move on. We've already discussed some of Jeremy's quotes, but now we're going to see how he feels about some other radical phrases. How do you feel about the radical group that has been saying, "Eat a queer fetus for Jesus"? How do you feel about that? Do you agree with that?
I
quote?
am against that quote. Eating queer fetuses for Jesus is this. I'm against that.
So, the main people who are against that right now are the Christians, the pro-lifers, and the cannibals. Which category do you fit into?
Wait, what? The people who are. Say that again.
Are you trying to avert this?
Say that again. I'm asking you to ask the question again.
Why
I-
can't politicians,
You worded it.
Joey, why can't they ever answer a question straight?
Are you trying to avert us from finding out that you're a cannibal?
I'm asking you to repeat the question because
This
the
is
way
for
that you
his
said
campaign.
that,
Jeremy Nico is a cannibal. Don't vote for him.
I am not a cannibal. I would not eat a human. I would not eat a queer fetus. I would not eat a normal fetus. I would
Vote
not.
for Buddha.
Would you eat
No.
it in a box? Would you eat it with a fox?
No.
Would you eat it
Stop
in
bringing
a
foxes into this.
Would you eat it in a house? Would you eat it with a mouse?
I would not eat a fetus.
Sam, I am.
Sam, I am. What?
You haven't read your Dr. Seuss, have you?
Dr. Seuss. What's it? Can we get back to the queer fetus for Jesus?
All right, so okay.
I'm against people who say that. I disagree with that quote. Don't do that with your hands.
What I said when you said that was that the people who are against that usually fall into three groups. They're either Christian, pro-life, or cannibalistic.
I am probably closest to the Christian or pro-life actually.
Pro-life. You
In this
just
particular
said
category.
you were pro-choice. And to make up, all right,
Yeah.
we've given you one flip-flop. We've given you one flip, and to make up for that, now
I thought you
this is
said
going to be
pro-choice. I'm
classified as a flippity flip-flop.
I thought you said pro-choice. I'm sorry. Christian. I would fit into the Christian best.
Christian? Okay. So, what exactly makes you against
Why would
this?
the cannibals be?
Because
Wouldn't the
the
cannibals before that
No,
eating?
no, because
It's
the
not
quote is
easy.
sarcastic.
it's sarcastic. It's mocking. It's
It's
mocking.
mocking
Christian-
the concept of cannibals eating fetuses. It's also mocking.
Anyway, I have no idea what you're talking about. Moving on.
Okay, no. Why are you against this? What about it don't you like?
Eating. First off, eating babies.
they're not babies, they're
Fetuses.
fetuses.
Fetuses, sorry.
They're masses of cells.
I have problems with eating fetuses. Second off, I have the fact that they say queer. That's discriminating against them eating them just because they're gay.
Well, it's actually mocking Republicans because Republicans are for removing gay people from the population under the screen of God, God's will. See, it
But
sends
that's
to
the religious
Jesus.
right. I am against the religious right in almost every way.
So you do not think that God wants us to kill queer people?
God does not want us to kill queer people.
But the Republicans say it says that in the Bible, the good book.
I am not for everything the Bible says. But the Bible, they've destroyed the Bible. The Bible is like not supposed to be taken word for word completely.
Oh, so you know, every once in a while Jesus made a few typos.
Jesus didn't write the Bible.
That's what the government wants you to think. The same government that distorts the Bible. That same government that... Okay, I was just stepping here.
I'll go back. I'll pick it up and walk away.
All right. Well, what do you think about? So, Do you think it's a moral? There's a moral fault in eating fetuses.
Yes.
Why?
Are you discriminatory against cannibals? Do you understand?
Hold on.
This
Let me ask you
society
the question. Okay.
has the right to provide.
Cannibal eating fetuses is just kind of
Oh, it's just.
They're
kind
not
of-
humans.
weird.
You gotta give us
It's-
some logical. We're not gonna.
Eating
Be,
humans, it's wrong because it's cannibalism is wrong.
why? Have you been conditioned to think that? Have you ever read Brave New World by Aldous Huxley?
No.
Oh, you should.
No.
Why?
Because
You're gonna have to read it in college anyway.
If you're recommending it, then I don't want to read it.
Well, in college they're gonna force you to read it.
Okay. Then
Joe
I'll read it in
recommended
college.
Atlas Shrugged to you.
A couple people recommend that book first.
So did. Oh.
Besides, he was in a serious mood when he recommended that book.
I'm not being serious.
You have not been serious once today.
What do you mean?
He was once.
No, you've been.
Not that I've seen.
No, you've been thinking I wasn't serious. But when I was choking, I was serious. But you thought I was just joking. So I almost choked.
Yeah. What
So-
kind of a person are you? You don't care about him. You don't care about people.
Why should I care about him? He's a retard.
Excuse me?
He calls people retards. Don't vote for him.
I call retards. He deserves to be called a retard.
I call retards. He deserves to be called a retard. 3 times. And 1 time before that, 4 times. 3 plus 1, 4. Yeah.
If you're a retard, Jeremy Nickel is going to kill you when he becomes president.
I'm not gonna kill you.
Euthanasia.
I'm not gonna kill you.
He is going to put you in a pit and let you.
I never said that. When did I say that? Where are you getting that from?
If you're not going to kill him, how are you going to get rid of him?
I'm not gonna get rid of them. I just don't
I
like
mean, if you
them.
put him in a pit, you didn't really kill them.
Just because I
They died
don't
of
like them
hunger.
does not mean I'm gonna get rid of them. I don't like you because you're a retard, but I'm not gonna like sneak in and kill you in the middle of the night or anything.
Well, of course.
Is
You
that what
wouldn't-
you're saying?
If you're the
Yes.
president and you wanted to go sneak in and kill me, you'd have your minions.
Only Nixon does that.
I would not kill people because they're retards.
Why?
What do you mean? What? Because it's wrong to kill people because they're retards. You don't. That's murder.
It's murder.
Not when the government does it.
Did you just ask what is murder?
No, I asked. It's murder.
Yes.
All right.
Killing retards is murder.
It's murder. Murdering retards.
Yes. Murdering retards is murder.
But now we're going to bring some. This ending the later in the argument. We're going to bring this back to the beginning. Killing retards is murder. Killing mimes is fun, according to Jeremy. But wouldn't mimes be akin to retards in their lack of communication? I mean,
And that is the question, sir.
so maybe you could pass off a few retards as mimes and get away with
Just
it.
the facts, Jack.
You can't pass off retards as mimes unless they are mimes.
Well, but
What if
can't
they
communicate.
can speak?
Yeah.
You can
If
threat
they're
them.
mute, then it's different than if they are refusing to speak, dressing up in white and black, and going around and harassing people on the street.
Well, if you had your hospitals dress them up in white and black suits. Well, they're already dressed up in white, you know. But if you added a few black stripes, a beret hat.
Oh God, I hate those.
If you're French, you'll be expelled from the country when Jeremy Nicholas.
No!
Oh, so you like French people?
No.
He does
Not-
not like French people.
Who likes French people? Come on.
French people like French people.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
How do you know?
No one can like French people.
Well, then where are you going to get French food from?
Who wants French food?
People.
French-
They got like bread
French
and that's
fries.
it. That's not French food, okay?
We don't.
It's just called that because some. I don't know.
Now it's freedom food, of course. I mean,
Yes, but I was against that too. That's just kind of stupid to rename it, but they're
okay.
not.
It's like victory
French.
cabbage.
Oh, where'd that come from?
World War One. They renamed sauerkraut to victory cabbage.
It's okay. You can still wear the sombrero if you feel like.
I do not want to wear the
It's
sombrero.
not too late. And that is all for today's. Oh, you're back, yay.
All right, I do not need an edge. I'm winning this argument.
No, you're not.
But if you
You
want
are
me to overkill with the sombrero on, I will be happy to.
You are not. You are not winning the debate. You are
Yes, I am.
You are an idiot.
I'm not the one who has to go every 5 seconds.
I Any logical person on this show would go every 5 seconds because you two are idiot. Get this hat off me. I ain't no Mexican.
You are Mexican. Jeremy.
And so we continue the debate.
Get that
No.
sombrero off.
No,
Why?
no. What do
Why?
you have against sombreros? Why? Do you have anything against the
This is-
culture of the sombrero?
This
Do
is
you
a
have anything
debating
against the
show.
Mexican
You
culture?
do not wear sombreros during a a debating show.
Dating show?
I'm sorry.
Dating show.
Are you
sorry.
here to date?
I said the wrong thing. The wrong thing came out. My apologies.
Oh yeah, so now you change
a
your
debating
words. You
show.
flip flop.
Debate. Will you shut
At
up?
one point it's a dating show, then a debating show.
See what I mean yet? This is why I have to put my head down every 5 seconds. Hey, give me that.
Now, oh, if you wanted to give it to you, you could have just asked. No.
All right. Right now it's
Just
time for
forward.
overkill. Overkill. Okay.
Okay, fine. Overkill.
All right. All right. Pick a topic.
Capital punishment.
Capital punishment. How do you feel about capital punishment?
It is good.
It's good.
Yes.
You support killing people. We already know you support
We
killing
support.
people.
I support killing criminals.
Mimes, retards, French people, and Mexicans.
Not what? I never. Not killing French people. Not killing retards. Not killing Mexicans.
What about French mimes? What about
Just because
Mexican mimes?
You just told me that you would like for Alexi to make a game where you're at the border with a rifle.
No, I said I would like that more than the abortion game. I never said I would like that game. I said I would like it more than the abortion
I
game.
just thought of something. I don't know how you're gonna get out of this. If you advise killing mimes and these people,
Why did I say that?
do you advise? What about mime fetuses? Because you said eating fetuses is bad. What about mime fetuses?
They're not mine when they're fetuses.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
If you put a
you
little like
believe in-
beret on them and like this sort of
They wouldn't
like,
be fetuses once you put a thing on them because you couldn't do that while they were still fetuses.
So you support conditioning the fetuses to not become mimes.
No.
Alright, let's get back to capital punishment then, if you can't argue this.
Okay. Well, let's stay on topic.
Alright.
We start. Okay. What are your views on capital punishment?
I think that we should kill people.
Criminal people, all people, Mexican people,
every
expand.
single person.
Expand on
You,
people.
you don't understand.
They're
Alright.
wearing the sombrero
They-
backwards.
What are you doing? Are you trying to choke me? Ow! WTF, mate?
There.
Okay, no,
Now
you're
I'll choke you.
breaking it. Oh, right. Now you tore this all and
Jerry does not have respect for your property or your country.
or your culture, including that great headwear.
Can we get back to capital
Jeremy's
punishment?
you just lost.
You are in
You just
favor
lost the
of
illegal
killing-
immigrant law. You just lost
Alright,
that.
what I was trying to say about
I'm
capital
gonna take that
punishment.
camera and throw it out of a window if you don't shut
I'm
up.
gonna take your face and I'm gonna throw it out the window.
We'll take your mom and throw it out the window.
Her. Not it.
Jeremy,
It is an.
Jeremy classifies your mother
Oh,
as an
correct.
object.
This guy
So, if you
grammatically
have a
corrects
mother,
Yo
don't
Mama
vote for
Jones.
Mother's against Jeremy Nickel.
He corrects Yo Mama Jones.
If you have a mother, if you have a surviving mother, do not vote for him.
I'm gonna throw his mama out there just like he's gonna throw
So,
my face
yours
out
too.
there.
Alright, Jeremy.
You can
I
skip
can't-
save the
Let's go back to
country.
capital punishment. I'm going to tell you my
Okay.
views on capital punishment.
Okay.
I think that we should kill people like you. At the first flip-flop, it shouldn't even get to flip-flop.
I did not
It should be a
flip-flop.
flip and then dead. There's no time for a flop.
I did not flip flop.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Are you sure you don't want the sombrero?
Yes, I am sure I do not want the sombrero.
You need it.
The sombrero does not make a difference. It is a piece of straw. It's a phony Mexican hat.
Mexican culture is a phony and superficial thing.
No, this is a phony
Says Jeremy
Mexican hat.
Nico.
This is a phony. I never said that.
Yes, you
This
did.
is a phony Mexican
yes,
hat.
you did.
Sombreros are real Mexican culture, but this is not a real sombrero. This is something probably made in China.
This is American made.
Actually, it was made in Mexico.
Mexico.
There was a sticker.
Wow, cool. Interesting. Anyway,
Oh, how interesting. Yes.
Yeah, exciting, intriguing.
it's on backwards.
Intriguing. Now, Jeremy can't say words like that during the summer.
Because he's a summertime communist.
I go now.
If you wish to concede defeat, you're free.
I'm not going to concede debate. I am not losing this debate. It's like arguing with Walter Lee. It's impossible to argue with you people.
Chinese people are an inferior race, says Jeremy Nickel.
I never said that. I said Walter Lee is inferior.
He also said that Walter Lee was a perfect stereotype of Chinese people. So if all Chinese
No,
people
I
like
didn't.
Walter Lee,
Walter Lee is not a stereotype of Chinese people.
might as
He's
well kill
actually
him, right?
one of the least Chinese stereotypical people of the Chinese people I know. Of all the Chinese people I know, he is one of the farthest away from the stereotype.
Jeremy believes in stereotypes.
Who doesn't believe in stereotypes? I mean, are you saying that you do not believe that stereotypes exist?
Hmm?
Are you
No,
saying
I
that you-
mean you believe in them because you're speaking of
What
stereotypes.
else do you believe in? Santa Claus, the government.
So you guys think that stereotypes are imaginary?
Do you believe in me?
Yes, I believe in you because I'm looking at you. I believe in him too. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you saying that stereotypes are imaginary?
No,
They're
stereotypes
inanimate-
exist, but like, you're speaking of them as if you actually believe in what they say. You believe in what they imply.
No.
Yeah.
There still is a Chinese stereotype, but what I'm saying is that Walter Lee is not one of them.
It's like saying, do you believe in Santa Claus? There's a difference between believing Santa Claus, between supporting Santa Claus, and between believing.
That is
anything.
completely, that has absolutely no relevance. You're just saying something randomly.
No, I mean, you believe that stereotypes exist. I believe that Santa Claus exists. You don't agree with stereotypes. I don't agree with Santa Claus.
If you were Santa Claus, would you sell out? You know, have Budweiser ads on your sleigh?
No.
Why?
But you're.
I'm not Santa Claus. I can't answer that question, really. I probably wouldn't, but I can't be sure. I can't answer it for Santa Claus. I'm not Santa
No,
Claus.
no, we're
so I
not
can't know.
saying you
No,
answered
if you
for
were
Santa.
Santa-
Yeah, I know. But I cannot answer that because I am not Santa Claus. I do not know.
Or maybe if you were Santa Claus, you would just steal the present just like you stole this ball from Alexi because of your inner sadistic nature.
He's being an idiot with it. He doesn't deserve candy. He's too stupid to eat it.
Kids are stupid now?
Kids have always been stupid.
Jeremy Nico hates kids. If
Dang
you have
right.
kids, don't vote for him. If you are a kid, don't vote for him.
I don't
So-
want kids to vote.
That's a flip-flop. Okay, you just said it was bad to kill fetuses. Kids.
Just because I don't like
Now
them, I
you
don't
can-
want them dead. You are
See,
every
you
time
want-
I say I do not like someone.
you can have some real bad.
Listen to me. Every time I say that I do not like someone, you act like I want to kill them. Just because I don't like them does not mean I want to kill them.
Right.
Are you resorting to violence in a civilized debate?
With you, yeah, this is not a civilized debate.
Then what is it?
You
We gave you cranberry juice. In other debates you've been to, I bet you gave you water. But we gave you
Yes.
cranberry juice.
And they don't even let you refill it. It's like, you run out of water, whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-effing-do. But here,
Moocher. Moocher. Taking our water, even though you don't believe in us.
This isn't water. I believe in you. I think you exist.
No. You don't believe in the show. You don't like it. You don't like the show. You want to leave.
It's not a real debate.
But yet you
show.
can mooch off of our cranberry juice.
Yes. I'm getting some. This is what I get for wasting my time with retards like you.
where's my pen?
See, Republicans did steal pens.
Aha!
I did not steal the pen.
Yeah, during the break you stole the pen.
We're going to be back after this commercial. Drink ever fresh cranberry juice. Back from the
That
commercial.
last segment was great. We don't have to cut any of it.
Hello, I am back with these idiots. Please help me.
Now he's usurping the show and introducing us.
Yeah, I
That's
wish I
because
had equal power because this is
No.
flaming chairs or whatever you called it. That all three.
Chairs of fire.
Yes,
It is a
all
pun.
three were on
It
fire.
is a clever pun.
Fun. That's not fun.
Chariots, chairs, chariots of
What the heck is
fire.
Chariots of Fire? I've never even.
It's
heard
a
of it.
movie. It's a great movie. I have the
See?
soundtrack.
You have no
You
taste.
know the soundtrack of everything.
I have the soundtrack of your face. Okay.
The soundtrack, everything in you.
Your voice is a soundtrack. Okay.
I'm sorry, Jerry, but your chair cooled off long ago.
Oh, I see. See, I was right. It is just 2 chairs of fire. I just proved him wrong. It's just 2 chairs of fire. My chair is not on fire because I'm not special or something.
That's because you're too cold.
People are discriminating against me.
Well, the other people on the show, their chairs stay on fire, but you're a bit
How
different.
many shows have you had of this? I'm just wondering.
No comment.
Exactly. Alexi, what's your comment? How many shows before this has Flame or Sarah?
50 billion gajillion.
That's not even a number. So I think it's
Yes, it is. Maybe you don't understand it because it's summertime. But gajillion is a number.
billion gajillion is not a number. I don't even think gajillion is one.
That is.
I will be back.
We're now looking
I'm gonna
up.
Google billion gajillion.
We are now looking up jillion on the internet to prove
Gajillion.
to our
Gajillion.
summertime communists that it is a real
I
word.
am not a summertime communist. Okay. I'm not a summertime communist. Stop fixing your hair. Should we turn this off, or are we just gonna sit here and
You can continue debating.
let them wait?
Why don't we have a little mini debate?
Okay.
How do you feel about stamps? Do you think we should have a
Joey-
famous center mail?
Actually,
Yes.
Why?
Joey, I
What
need.
do you mean, why?
Do you think that stamps are maybe the adhesive is slowly killing off our population?
No, I do not think that.
Why not?
What kind of a question is why not?
Do you have scientific evidence to prove that they're not killing off our population?
No, but unless you count common sense, but there's no scientific evidence to support that it is, and given that the Democrats are looking for scientific evidence that supports to ban anything, and they haven't yet talked about postage stamps, it most likely is fine.
Are you calling me a Democrat?
No,
Yeah, you are.
no, I'm not.
Do you think that the little...
Are you giving a definition of billion gajillion from Urban Dictionary?
And we'll be back after this commercial.
Alright, well, that's all the time we have today.
Toys on a debate show.